Hello, world of YouTube. Welcome to the Idiot's Voice. This is the Ivy, and welcome to the first pilot episode of this podcast, videocast, whatever the hell you want to call it. I am here because we're the voice of the middle. We are the voice of the middle, and we're also so silent. We are so silent, and people look at us as being the indecisive ones, and we're not. And that's the purpose of this podcast, is to show what the middle is. We're not just going to cover politics. We're going to cover a lot of different topics here. We're going to cover esoterics, conspiracy theories, politics, of course, religion, and society in general, just where society's going. I mean, it's madness right now. It truly is madness right now. And we need to fix this. Well, humanity's going to kill itself. There's a quote from George Carlin from way back about how when the world, people are worried about messing with the world, or we're going to destroy the world and all that stuff. No, the world's going to be fine. Just like Colin said, the world is going to be fine. It's humans that are fucked. And that's what this podcast is about. And this is what this video is about. We're going to have guests here eventually every once in a while. One of them will be one that's very especially dear to me. We'll bring her on eventually. And this is basically an introduction of who we are and what we do. Because, generally who the middle is people that just want to live their lives. They just want to live their lives. They don't want to be dealing with the bickering of the left and the bickering of the right. And the last election, from what I understand, was one of the lowest turnouts in the longest time. And the reason for that is the people in the middle are fed up. They're fed up. They're fed up with the bickering back and forth between the two sides of the left and the right. They're fed up with having to be the mediators of the two, when the other two don't even want to hear it. And they're fed up with both sides interfering with their lives. Because that's what people in the middle really want to do. They just want to live their lives. They do. They want to grow their lives. They want to live their lives. They want to live it to the fullest of their abilities. So when we see the left and the right bickering back and forth like they do, we really don't care about that. We don't care about the who slept with who porn star, or whose emails are hiding now, or who hacked into the emails. We don't care about that. But of all this stuff, there is one thing we do care about. How's it going to help us? How's it going to help us? Or more so, how's it going to stay out of our lives? Now, I'll tell you right here in this video right now, I don't vote. I don't vote. There's a reason for that. I've yet to see a politician that represents me. Yet to see one. Most elections, when they do talk about policy, there's a little bit on the left that's right, that I agree with. There's a little bit on the right that I agree with. But in the most part, there's a lot on the left I don't agree with, and there's a lot on the right I don't agree with. And that's the purpose of what this video series is going to be about. It's just going to be my ramblings, basically. But the world is at a delicate point right now. That's the point of all this, is the world is at a delicate point right now. We're at a tipping point where the polarities are going too far to this way and too far to this way, and then one of them wants to give. What happens when weight goes too far on one side? It's going to tip. And we're at that point in society. That's why we have so much anger out there. That's why we have so much frustration. That's why we have so much of this negativity flowing out there. But there's a lot of good out there as well. And that's the point of this, is we're not going to focus on all the bad. We're going to point out the bad. We will definitely point out the bad. But we will not, I repeat, we will not focus on the negative. Because there is a lot of good in this world. There's a lot of good people doing good things. No matter what the government's doing, no matter what society's telling them what they can and cannot do, they're trying to do good things. They're trying to bring that balance here. And this podcast is about showing that to you people, to the world, that, if we live here, there's so much out there that we can do to make this world a better place. But too much of us are thinking up here. This gets us in trouble. Now that goes against conventional wisdom. Oh, you're going to think things through. You're going to think things through. You're going to be logical. You're going to be logical. You're going to be logical. Well, when you think things through too much, you overthink things. For this series, we're going to cover so many topics. Things that pique our interest, pique my interest, and hopefully it piques your interest as well. Because I'm doing this for you guys. And the one thing I'm going to leave here before going is, with each video that comes out, don't take my word for gospel. Don't take my word for gospel. Do your own research. If you don't agree with something that I'm saying, research it. And even show me the proof that it doesn't work. It's that simple. I figured I'd start this podcast because of the fact I'm moving on in my life. This home right here that I'm living in, that I'm doing this video in, I'm leaving this home. Move on to a new life in a new state. It's a new beginning. But it's going to be a good new beginning. And that's what life is about. Completing our tasks and having new beginnings. So we can keep going. We can keep growing as humans, as people. And that's all the middle wants, is to be able to grow as people. To really grow as people. As a society. As families. Eventually as a civilization. If you want to change the world, you got to change yourself. It comes from a very smart person. A very, very smart person, I know. And she couldn't be more right about that statement. And that's how we got to live our lives. Because for each new experience that we do, for each goal that we accomplish, we have helped ourselves. We've already helped ourselves grow. Because for each successful task we do, we grow. This is the Idiot's Voice. Until next time, stay in the light and don't go off balance. Aquini.